Hi, my little pumpkins out there. So today I'm giving you the rest of the cards that I made with my paper pumpkin kit. And what is exciting is that next month for November, I saw some gingerbread guys going. I don't know what's going on, but they look really, really cute. So here's my information. If you're interested, go to this and sign up. You can sign up for 1 month, 3 months, the whole year. You can quit anytime you want, but I really think the next one's going to be cute. So I'm showing you some of the things that were in the last time I did this card and the second one, and I want to finish them off because I found some things on the side. I didn't know they were there. I'm going to add them real quickly, and you're going to join me. Isn't that fun? All right, so some of this has um, just jade, oh, just jade. I don't know what I'm saying. The gold tin, I don't know what to call it, the gold paper. It has, it's like, it's got some stuff on it. You don't wipe it off. It's there. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. And even though I did measure it and I tried it out, I screwed up when I put these things down. See, I'm putting them down on the, I don't know why I did that. I don't know what, because I made them too far apart and I had to change the flower. And it is what it is, you know? And then I didn't want it hanging over the edge of the card, so I had to kind of move it a little bit, and it changed the whole thing. But you know what? It is what it is. There you go. You still know it says Christmas, right? Yeah, of course you do. So just, watch that when you're doing it. It's tougher when you're filming. Just saying. It's really tougher when you're filming. All right, so now we're moving on to this one. I like this one, the peace one. And what I found was that the stamps, you could stamp this with the wreath stamp, and I did already, so sorry about leaving that part out, but you know how to stamp. You'll see it again later on. And I decided to just try to figure out this little string here. The string coordinates really nicely, but it's really wrapped. It's wrapped tight, and it can't seem to uncurl it. So that was tough. Not really happy about that. So I doubled it up and then tried to make a bow out of it. Went with that. Like again, this is another one. It is what it is. I made the best of a bad situation. It is difficult. Sometimes that twine, it just doesn't do what you want it to do, what you think it's going to do. So I snapped off the ends and just let it be there. And I trim off those little edges a little bit. I think made it a little better. I don't know if it did or didn't, but oh well. Life is tough. And then you move on, right? All right, so let's get down into the really good stuff, shall we? Yes, I think so. See, yeah, I'm kind of fussing with it. It's not floating me. It's not doing it for me. Even though I do like what looks like it could be cinnamon cider or crumb cake. I didn't look to see what coordinated with it. It's okay. It's all right. So I'm going to help you make a box, a very narrow box with this set. And it's what you have to do is you have to decide your width, or how deep. This is only going to be 1/4 of an inch deep, and it's the easiest way to show how to do this. So you have the center of the card is at 4 1/4. I believe it's 4 1/4, right? So it's like 4 1/2, 4 1/4 on one side, 4 1/4 on the other side. To make that the half, if you go 4 inches on both sides, 4 inches there, then turn around, do 4 inches again, and score. Your center your center spine, I would say, is going to be 1/4 of an inch wide. If you want it bigger than that, then you have to make it in that area. And you have to keep the center line in the center that way. So if you wanted an inch, you have to do a 1/2 inch on one side, 1/2 inch on the other. Then you take that same measurement and you go on the outside all the way around and use that same measurement. So with this, I'm going to be doing a 1/2 inch, excuse me, 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So I'm just trying to make sure that that center fold doesn't sit up, okay? So I'm just checking my measurement, which is why I bring it down, because I want it to be accurate. I'm doing 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Now there is going to be a little error here. It's going to be so much fun for you to see this. I score it all the way around, 1/4 of an inch. And then I have an error. And I don't know what happened. I got distracted, wasn't paying attention. So, okay, so I have that. Yeah, okay, so I get distracted here. I go back and I go to do the scoring again and I end up cutting it. So hard to cut it. So, no harm, right? Because it's on both sides. I'm just going to move it over and score it again at 1/4 of an inch. It's not like it was only on one side. If it was on one side, then it would have impacted the whole size of the box. But because it was on the long side, it was both the top and bottom. And you'll see as we get further along. So all the lines need to be folded and burnished. They're all scored now. And we just got to be careful because it is very narrow. I don't know, I'm playing with something. Who knows what's going on in the background. Now, when it's a narrow piece, you really have to be gentle and just coax the paper over. And if it's a wider score line, it's not so bad. All right, then the tabs, you have to make the tabs. I go on the outside of the score line and then I put in a little triangle so that the edging is nice. You do both sides of the center and then both the top and the bottom of the box. Okay? And then we're doing it in the exact same area. I'm staying across that bottom. I'm not going in a different direction. So you want to keep the tabs going in the same direction, right? And on the ends, I don't necessarily cut a triangle off the end. So I'm bringing in all of the tabs and then I'm going to glue them and you have to hold them. And I'm going to go fast with this. So I think I'm going to go fast with it. I tried to make it faster for you. I guess I did it slow so you could see. You put the edge of the folding line next to the cut edge and you hold it, especially with glue. You want to make sure that you have some wiggle room. And just a little bit of glue to just tack it on there. And it's not going to hold a lot. Same on all the other edges, tack it down, hold it. This one has a little bit more glue and it doesn't take right away because it needs time to dry. So off we go to do the rest of it. Now the key on this part of the box, this is the bottom of the box if I'm not mistaken. You want to make sure that the bottom of the box gets all 4 corners tucked in. You could do it to the top of the box, oh, this is the top of the box, excuse me. So I'm just doing the two sides on this. The bottom of the box, I'm going to have all 4 tabs glued in. I just think it looks nicer. It keeps, it really makes a defined top and bottom. Okay. So putting a little tab of glue and then making sure that we get, come on, get the corners matching up. The score line and the tab where you cut it. Okay. It's really hard for me to show it to you on a like this because I can't hold it up to the camera. Not like this because it's really small. I have to go over to the other side and fix it because it came apart. Just a little bit. There we go. So we still have our paper, our VSP on sale. If you are planning on making Christmas cards or things for gifts, I would suggest getting the paper now because you do get 15% more off. So that's only until the end of October. Alrighty. I know it's a slow part. What can I tell you? You want that to really. This is where you're going to go slow because you want to make sure you can get the edging in. And it takes just a little finesse initially. After you do it once, it works. It's just that it's such a small, narrow edge. See, not a bad box, right? Pretty cool. And you open, and you can make your little card in there. You can put it for gift cards, little tiny things in there. I don't recommend mailing it unless you're using a padded mailer. So I believe, I don't know if this is where I did it or not, but I like my edges of the box to have an angle on it. So I don't know if this is where I did it. I think I'm fixing that one edge because it had a little too much glue on it. Nice, right? Okay. Now, see, I go from the corner and then out to the side. It makes a nice angle cut. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you've got that angle cut in there, it works. You just put it together. See that? Nice. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another card, only I'm going to use the 3 different languages, French, German, and English, of joy. And that's what you get in this kit. You get the 3 different types of the words. I believe there's joy, there's other things, peace, just a nice, it looks nice. So I am going, that's what my plan is, and I'm going to put inside the little box a 3-dimensional wreath. So I'm taking out the wreath die cut and just putting the Just Jade and the wreath on top of it and popping that little baby off, and there it is. Doesn't look bad, does it? You can do the wreath without the three-dimensional, but I just thought it looked good because it has berries on it and everything. Now, I'm taking this darn string again, trying to work it. So I decided the best way to do this was to wrap this string around the entire wreath, just like we do ribbon. I used to be a florist, and we would do it differently, of course, but the whole idea was for it to look like it went around the wreath. And that's what I was doing. I was thinking, you know what, maybe that it's circular, it doesn't want to unwind. Let me see if this will work. So I was playing around with it. Not perfect again, but then, you know what? Nothing's perfect. I think the colors really match nicely on this kit. I think I might try using a different ribbon though if I were to use up the rest of it and save this ribbon for something else. I mean the ribbon, it's not ribbon, it's string. I don't remember what they call it. And it's much better when it's, I don't know, I think a ribbon would be nice on this. I know they didn't, that's not their plan, but hey, we do what we can with what we've got. Right, so just moving all of that all the way around, and I'm taking some of the little dots that they give you, the glue dots they give you, and just attaching the string on the back with the glue dot. The best way to do this is to take your pick tool, place the dot, remove the backing, and then put your string on it. And actually, you know, even though the dots are small, they really do work out well. You can even use them probably on the the elements I'm going to put on the front of this card. I did not choose to do that though. So I'm making a big fluffy bow ribbon, baker's twine, that's what this is called. So I'm just wrapping the extra string around the bow loops I made, and then I'm going to tie it into a knot. Ta-da! There it is. And then I'm going to attach that to the wreath itself as if it was a real bow on a real wreath. See, the glue dots they're tiny, but they work really nicely. As a matter of fact, I had gotten my finger stuck on that a couple of times. There it goes. I'm going to trim off that extra baker's twine that's just flopping there, make that look nice. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals and put that in the inside of this little gift box. Now I could see this being something where if you were getting something for a family and giving them this as a way of holding a gift card to a restaurant or an Amazon card or something. I think it would look nice that way. And I'm going to pick you and yours. That's one of the sentiments that are inside there. So you and yours, and I think it's supposed to be peace to you and yours, or joy to you and yours. So I thought that was cute. I really like the Just Jade color. That is becoming one of my favorites. All right, now, there we have the box, right? You could use the twine to close up the box, like you would. But I am not doing that. Taking the different joys and just putting in some little dibby dots of glue into the wider spots on my little gold foiled words, and then just placing them on my box, my card box. That works out very nicely. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm really fussy cutting everything out, just the flowers and the bud itself, because the die cut was much too big for where I wanted. It would have covered my joy at the bottom, and I didn't want to do that. So I thought this was a better option. Very cute, huh? I thought it came out nicely. Yay! See? You could do anything on the inside, really. But now that you know how to make a box, you can make your own box out of a card. See that? And it's really the baker's twine is bugging the heck out of me. So there it is. All right. All right, so now we're going to speed up things because this is just a plain card and you pretty much know how to make your own cards, especially with the paper pumpkin kit. So folding, burnishing, and stamping. Shall we go? Yes. So I decided to take that little flower and use it on like a decoration on the inside. So do one side, turn it, and do the other side. And I think it just really just makes the card sentiment really stand out. I have to clean up my desk, so I may not be doing anything for my lives on Facebook. Did you know I did Facebook Lives? Maryanne Mott, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on Facebook. It's my page, and I do lives Monday night, Wednesday noon, and Saturdays. Only this Saturday I'm going to be at a craft fair, so I won't be doing that. I might upload another video and just let it be there. All right, and now they have the 3 berries. They have berries in this, and I just love putting the berries in there. I just liked it. So now we're going to work on the front. Going to take a flower, pop it up, and use it on that white cardstock that was embossed. It looks like the pattern you put for one of those Irish sweaters. They were cream colored. Oh, I love those sweaters. Those were cool. We're just going to put joy, and then we're going to attach this to the front of the card. Look how simple that is. These can be knocked out, and they give you really pretty ideas on the paper pumpkin kit. They give them to you. If you purchase a Paper Pumpkin subscription from me and you would like to have some videos that would help, that would guide you, I would be very happy to help work that out and get you connected so that you can have your own little video tutorial that you can follow. Look at that. There it is. Get it in there. And I have this going fast. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, I hope you would share it so we can spread the creative bug. One of the things that helps us just stay healthy in our mind and hearts is by creating and having a hobby. And sometimes we just need somebody to kind of follow along or just have some fun with. And I hope you will join us. Until next time. So please subscribe, please share, and comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if these are working for you or if you need some other kind of help. Take care, you all, and stay safe.